The sky is pitch black as our story begins. A violent storm is screaming across the ocean, waves crashing like mountains. In the middle of this chaos, a ship is fighting for its life, not just against the weather, but against pirates. These pirates are brutal. They swarm the deck, killing innocent people without a second thought. They are looking for one man, Captain Borden. You see, Borden's ship had accidentally found a treasure that belonged to these pirates. They had lost their gold a long time ago, and they were desperate to get it back. They grab Borden and start interrogating him, but the poor man honestly knows nothing about where the gold is. While tearing the ship apart, the pirates find a letter. It's a map of sorts, revealing the island where the crew came from. Without hesitation, the pirates turn their sails toward that island. The scene shifts. It's a few days later on a quiet, beautiful island. We see a woman standing on the shore, her eyes fixed on the horizon through a spyglass. This is Axel. She's been waiting for her husband for 70 long days, and he hasn't come home. With a heavy heart, she walks back to her house. Inside, we meet her young son, a brave boy who is unable to walk, and her sister, Elizabeth, who lives with them. But there's a secret in the house. Elizabeth is planning to run away with a friend, and Axel has no idea. That night, Elizabeth writes a goodbye letter to her sister and gets ready to slip away. Meanwhile, her friend is already waiting at their secret meeting spot. But before Elizabeth can get to him, several dark figures emerge from the shadows. These strangers look dangerous, and though we don't see exactly what they do to him, the air feels heavy with dread. Back at the house, Elizabeth is quietly moving her things into Axel's room. She gives her nephew a soft kiss, leaves the letter on the bed, and tries to sneak out. But a noise upstairs wakes Axel. Axel looks out the window, expecting to see her sister, but instead, she sees a strange man lurking outside. Sensing immediate danger, Axel slams the door shut. She moves fast. First, she grabs her son and lowers him into the safety of the cellar. Then, she picks up a large gun, standing firm by the door, ready to protect her home. But she's ambushed. Someone attacks her from behind before the door even opens. Men pour in from the front and start beating her mercilessly. The man who confronted Elizabeth's friend, a man named Scout, walks up to Axel. He holds up a gold bar, his voice cold. "Where is the rest of the treasure?" Axel gasps out, "I know nothing about any treasure." This makes Scout lose his temper. He orders his men to beat her again. The next morning, Elizabeth finally reaches the meeting spot. She finds her friend's body, cold and lifeless. She breaks down in tears, but there's no time to mourn. Off the coast, a massive pirate ship appears. Captain Connor has arrived with his entire army hunting for that gold. Panic hits the island like a wave. Women, children, and the elderly run to the church for safety. The men grab whatever weapons they have, even lining up large cannons. But the pirates are faster. They open fire with guns, weapons the islanders have never seen before. The novelty of the firearms leaves the villagers terrified and defenseless. Watching from a distance, Elizabeth hides in fear. Connor marches into the village and demands to know where the Borden house is. The villagers are confused. "You brought an entire army just for a simple fisherman's daughter?" they ask. Connor smirks. "You've been deceived. She is no ordinary girl." Just then, Scout arrives, dragging a captured woman, Ethel. He laughs, telling Connor, "I've caught your bird." But they underestimated her. The moment Ethel wakes up, she explodes into action. She isn't weak, she's a warrior. She fights like a lion, beating down men one by one, even throwing one through a window with such force his face is disfigured. Despite her own wounds, she fights her way back home. She calls down to her son in the cellar, her voice steady and motherly. She tells him not to worry, acting as if that massive, bloody fight was nothing at all. But then the local priest arrives with a warning. He tells her, "These men are killers and they won't leave without her." Ethel wants to run with her son, but the priest stops her. "It's too dangerous! Let me take the boy to safety while you hold them off!" Ethel agrees, but then she finds Elizabeth's letter. Realizing her sister is in danger, she tells the priest to go and runs into the woods with a knife. She finds Elizabeth, who is terrified. Ethel grabs her, calms her down, and they share a tearful embrace as Elizabeth cries about her murdered friend. Back at the house, Connor and his men find it empty. Connor is fuming until he sees something in the dirt, wheelchair tracks. He realizes the boy can't walk and orders his men to follow. He finds the priest and the boy, whose wheelchair is stuck in the mud. Just as things look dire, Axel and Elizabeth burst out of the trees. Axel frees her son and pulls out a hidden wooden boat. She has a rope rigged across the river for a quick crossing. She ferries her sister and son across, telling them to hide and promising to return. Connor catches the priest, and though he doesn't kill him, he shoots him in the leg to try and make him talk. The brave priest stays silent. The pirates try to cross the river, but the water is alive with hungry crocodiles. Men are dragged under and killed in the red water. Axel sends her family ahead and stays behind to face the pirates who made it across. Armed only with a knife against their guns, she moves like a shadow and kills them all. From across the way, Connor's voice booms out. "Enough games! Bring my gold to my hideout tonight, or your husband dies!" Axel is stunned. Her husband is alive, but he's a prisoner. In the pirate's own language, she shouts back, "Yes!" She takes her family to a secret cave she built herself, filled with old cargo. Her sister and son are shocked. "How did you do all that?" they ask. Axel finally tells them her story. "I was a ship captain once," she says softly. "Years ago, Connor's pirates attacked us. They killed everyone and took me. I grew up among them. They taught me everything. How to fight, how to kill. When I got married, I left it all behind. But now, the past has come for the gold." She makes a plan. "If I don't come back," she tells Elizabeth, "take the ship and run with my son." Meanwhile, Borton is taken back to his house. Seeing the blood, he weeps, thinking his family is dead. One of Connor's friends, Lee, tries to talk sense into the captain. "Just get the gold and go," he warns, fearing Connor's obsession with revenge will ruin them. Night falls. Axel doesn't come through the front door. Instead, she emerges from a secret tunnel behind a well. She picks off the guards silently, one by one, and finds her husband inside. He is crying, begging for her forgiveness. "I stole a piece of gold to buy medicine for our son," he confesses. "It's all my fault." Axel comforts him, tries to break his chains, and hands him a knife before stepping out to face Connor. She tells the pirates she's planted bombs everywhere. "One step and you die. I have the gold. Give me my husband." Connor calls the husband out, and for a second, it feels like they might make it. But Lee was right. Connor wants blood. A hidden sniper fires. He misses, and all hell breaks loose. As Axel fights off waves of men, Connor lunges at her husband. Axel screams for him to stop, but Connor plunges a sword into his chest. He dies right there in front of her. A bullet hits Axel in the leg. She falls, sobbing and in pain. Connor grabs her by the hair. "Give up and come back to me," he says. We see the twisted truth. He still loves her in his own dark way. He wants his captain back, but Axel looks him in the eye and refuses. She grabs a torch, burns a rope by the well, and disappears into the depths. A massive explosion rocks the house. The gold Axel brought was a trap. The blast kills Lee and most of the pirates. The survivors are terrified. Connor, losing his mind, kills his remaining friends when they try to quit. He tells his men the gold she brought was fake, and the real treasure is still out there. Axel, bleeding and broken, makes it back to the hideout. Elizabeth pulls the bullet from her leg. They cry together for the man they lost. But Axel knows Connor won't stop until he's dead. The pirates find the tunnel. Axel takes her stand, gun in hand, thinning them out as they crawl through the dark. Connor starts taunting her, calling her a coward. As Axel steps out to face him, a pirate finds Elizabeth and the boy. The brave son stabs the pirate in the arm to save his aunt. The man keeps coming, but Elizabeth grabs a bow, fires an arrow, and drops him. She sees a necklace on his neck, the one she gave her friend. This was the murderer. She takes it back and finishes him. The final battle between Axel and Connor is brutal. They fight through the night and into the sunrise. Both are covered in blood. Connor finally gets the upper hand and prepares to deliver the killing blow. "I'd rather die than give up," Axel spits. Just then, Elizabeth appears and shoots Connor. The distraction is all Axel needs. She plunges her knife into Connor's stomach. He falls dead. It's finally over. Axel collapses, her strength gone. As the sun rises, her son rows a small boat to the shore. His foot catches on a loose piece of wood in the boat. He pries it up, and his eyes go wide. There, hidden in the very boat they used to escape, is the real gold. Axel and Elizabeth look at the treasure and then at each other. They smile through the pain. The pirates are gone, the debt is paid, and they finally have the means to start a new, peaceful life together. The story ends as the waves wash away the blood of the past.